Hello students, I am Raman Gupta from Government College Bara. In the last video, we discussed about Aldous Huxley, the author of the essay Selected Snow Breeze, and now we are going to start the essay Selected Snow Breeze. The essay Selected Snow Breeze is taken from this book of essays entitled Music at Night, which was published in 1931. In this essay, the author discusses various kinds of snow breeze like booze, modernity, art, and so on. Everyone here in this world is snob, less or more of one thing or the another. Everyone is of snob. So the major snow breeze discussed by the author are modernity, art, disease, booze, of culture, of family, of ignorance and stupidity. These are the major snow breeze discussed in this essay by the author. So let's have a look of the summary. There are all kinds of people and all kinds of snow breeze, so that there is nothing in the world about which people cannot be snobbish. There is, however, one exception to it. It is not possible to find a leprosy snob. The author says that there is no one who is not a snob. It is not possible to find a leprosy snob, as none wants to suffer from it. But there are a good number of people who are disease snobs. Though there is no one who wants to be a leprosy snob, but there are some people who wants to be sick or be ill, as they are disease snobs. There are examples of young men and women who are TB snobs. Why are they TB snobs? They think that it would be quite romantic to die of tuberculosis while they are in the prime of their youth, when they are in their young age. That would be very romantic and very it would bring a name and fame to them. The regrettable part of it is that the end of these TB snobs is not as romantic as they seem to imagine. But there are many rich people who seem to think that they suffer from many diseases. They think that it would be quite romantic to die of tuberculosis while they are in the prime of youth. They think that it would be fashionable diseases, and they run from one fashionable doctor to another to seek cure for their imaginary diseases. The only disease that these snobs suffer from is none else but that of overeating. They eat more than they can digest, and so they think that they are suffering from several diseases. So they do overeating and they think that they are suffering from several diseases. They are not fit. There are fashions in snow breeze also. Old snow breeze become outdated and the latest or the new ones take their place. Earlier, people used to be snobbish about their families, but modernity snobbery is not wholly new, for it existed in the past also. Modernity snobbery is not a new one, it existed in the past time also. The author says modernity snobs throw away old things and buy the latest that have been created or invented by machines. They want to keep themselves up to date by by adopting modern gadgets and modern techniques, everything. They want to remain modern. They want to show off that they are the most modern in their society. These snobs are the best friends of the modern industry producers. The producer produces the latest things that do not last long. This modernity snobbery is fast increasing in our times. These kind of snobs encourage or help the producers to produce less durable things and new things only, and they will keep on changing the things, and producer will get new demands of the products and he will manufacture them. So indirectly or directly they are helping the producers. The next is art snobbery. Art snobbery, these art snobs are of two kinds, the platonic and the unplatonic. The platonic ones only appreciate and admire art without buying art objects. They don't buy the things of art, they just admire them. But the unplatonic art snobs actually purchase art objects, and for them, an art object is not a piece of art but actually a commodity, a money symbol, a status symbol which they must possess, just as they buy and possess motor cars. These unplatonic art snobs buy to purchase those things of art just to show their status, just to show off that they are very wealthy and they have a sense of judging art. So they keep on buying and possessing these things. Some of these snobs happen to be modernity snobs. This happens because they claim to be the patrons of modern art. Without understanding anything about art, they just buy the paintings of modern painters. In this way, these modern art snobs are a great source of the livelihood of the new art painters. They just buy these things and possess, but in public, they pretend to be the patrons of art. As for the value of snobberies, it all depends on the attitude of its practitioners. If they think that all activities are good, then all snobberies are also good. But if they think that all activities are bad, then all snobberies are not good. If they think that all the world is illusion, then all snobberies are meaningless. This depends on the thinking of the snobs. If they think they are good, they are good. If they think they are, all the snobberies are not good, and it is meaningless. All depends on the attitude and approval of what is good activity and what is bad. But most people take the middle position between these two extremes. Those people regard some snobberies as good activity to possess such kind of things. So, this was the summary of this essay. Okay, thank you and have a nice day. We'll meet in the next video.